A great start to the weekend here as we've got baseball from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Tonight, the first of this three-game weekend series between the Tampa Bay Rays and the New York Yankees. It's baseball on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Max Scherzer, the Missouri-born right-hander, gets the job of starting pitcher here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
You know, Matt, he wasn't all that bad in his last one. In a day and age where we don't see a lot of complete games, 6 full innings in his last one, and if they can score him a few runs, he has a chance to win this one here today.
Now to the plate, here is Leury Garcia, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Leury Garcia.
First offering on its way. Underway now on a Friday night as the first pitch of our series misses for ball 1. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, they enter this one off a loss after winning 5 of 7 prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do, in this sport, you have to have short-term memory. You have to let it go. They can get it going back in the right direction today.
Count now a ball and a strike. One ball and 2 strikes to count. And to be on the beach in Hawaii tonight. 43 degrees at first pitch. This one's flared out toward left. Stanton coming on. He's not going to get to it, so the leadoff guy's aboard with a base hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Trevor Story steps in now. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Hicks is under it. He's got it one away. And here's the starting lineup for the visiting Tampa Bay Rays. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, I'm looking for a big performance from Nolan Arenado. He's hitting over .350 versus right-handed pitching on the season. And today, he has another right-hander on the mound. I don't know what it is or how he picks up the ball so well, but he is sure putting up great numbers against them.
First pitch on the way. A bouncer to the left side. Torres at the bag. On to Voit, an inning-ending double play. One hit in the inning, but no one left. Tampa Bay nothing. Yankees coming up. We'll be right back on MLB Network. Trevor Richards will be on the mound for the series opener. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
This guy had a year you'd love to forget last year. Awfully ugly. We'll see if he can rebound and pitch much better. And if he doesn't, his spot in the rotation could be in jeopardy. It will be awfully important that he gets off to a good start in this one.
Now into the box, DJ LeMahieu. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Popped him up. Zunino is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Batting second, the third baseman.
With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. D-Row, what do you got on this lineup in the series opener?
Well, Matt, when we drove over to the ballpark today, we were expecting some offensive firepower, especially in this yard. It's a hitter's yard, but that could sometimes work against them. I'm interested to see what lineup stays within themselves and executes and manufactures to get this W.
Now a ball hit towards Story at short. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Batting first, the second baseman.
Into the box, Alfonso Soriano. And he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Story scoops it up. Throw in the dirt. A good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Yankees retired on just 4 pitches. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. Here's Nolan Arenado, and he's really been feeling it at the plate the last week or so. Definitely one player to keep your eye on right now. First pitch of the AB now. Lazy fly ball out to center field. He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out.
The second baseman,
Into the box, Willie Adames. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. And the pitch.
1-1.
Well, there are the judges' chambers, and what a cool thing it's become here in the Bronx, and well-deserved for Aaron Judge, of course, with the way he exploded onto the scene as a rookie in 2017.
What a magical year 2017 was for Aaron Judge. The slogan, "All Rise," fit him perfectly. What's really cool about it was the Yankees weren't even sure he was going to make the team coming out of spring training. He emerged into the scene, was the talk of baseball going into the All-Star break. Finished that off with a powerhouse into the season. One of the best young players the game of baseball has seen in a long time. All rise, Aaron Judge.
And the fastball misses high and away there. It's full 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
batting 6, the first baseman.
So here's Mike Zunino. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Hey!
He's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Hey, down in the count 0-2, I'd like to see a little choke and poke right here. Maybe work it up the middle or opposite field with 2 strikes.
Fouled off. And he fouls this one off. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put-away stuff.
Another one sent foul.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
Well, that's a pitch right there you gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2, and if you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Changeup taken for ball 3, well below the zone.
Hey, this guy's a hard guy to put away. He's fouling off some tough pitches. 2-2 count, and he just seems to keep hanging right in there.
And he struck him out. A 10-pitch battle, but he finally wears him down as the inning is over. Rays go in order. 1, 2, 3. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And that'll bring up Aaron Judge. Couple of hits in 5 trips to the plate for him back on Wednesday. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Judge, who fittingly gets the nickname All Rise. This is his 6th season for him in the big leagues. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Yeah, Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the game, I think. Consistent, well-respected, accurate strike zone.
D-Bro, you hit it right there. He makes you bring the ball over the plate. Will give a little bit off the strike zone. I think the one thing that's important that he does, he has the same strike zone in the first inning. You'll see that same strike zone in the 9th.
Here comes the 1-2. Misses for the second ball. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around the leadoff walk.
Now the payoff pitch home. Gets him looking. Strike 3. And stepping in, Gleyber Torres. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Now the pitch. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes.
1-0.
And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. And now pitch on the way. 2 balls and a strike to count. 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
There's a lot of moving parts in some guys' swings. It usually takes them a month or so to get it ironed out.
In now, Luke Voigt, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. A line shot to third base, but the runner is back to avoid the double play.
Batting 7. The left fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
Giancarlo Stanton now, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Garcia is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. 1 left for the Yankees. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. ready now is Mauricio Dubar, as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one.
Mauricio Duval.
Here's the first pitch. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1.
0-1.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
Softly hit toward the hole. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. And with one away, time for a check of the standings in the American League East as you get a look at where these two teams find themselves entering play. Next, it'll be D. Strange Gordon. Past battles with Scherzer. He has an even 10 hits in 41 ABs. He's taken him deep once. Popped up. Torres is calling for it. Makes the play, and there are two gone now.
Batting ninth, the catcher, Gary Sanchez.
Now at the plate, Gary Sanchez. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. And it's fouled away.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
I got a ball.
Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Judge is under it. And he makes the catch to retire the side. Down in order go the Rays. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Bottom of the third now, and that'll bring up the switch hitter Aaron Hicks.
The center fielder, Aaron
Here it comes.
Hicks.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
Outside with the breaking pitch, and he falls behind it 2-0.
Hey, after those two breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
3-0 now.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt them over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
So now to the plate, Kyle Higashioka. Fouled away. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. Line hard deep into left. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases.
Well, now you see how difficult it is to be a catcher. This ball is really smoked, gets all the way to the wall, Hero, but he just doesn't have the foot speed to turn this into an extra base hit.
Yeah, his calling card is definitely not his ability to run the bases. It's for offense and massaging and pitching staff.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. And this is going to wind up as extra bases as that'll play one for sure and maybe a second. He's in at second safely as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
The pitcher was spotting his pitches effectively until now, working the edges, painting the corners, but he left this one right over the plate, and it cost him with an RBI extra base hit right there.
That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela. As he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike one. He's got a chance to add to this early lead as he'll bat with a couple of guys in scoring position. Now here's a drive out to right center field. Pulls into second safely as 2 runs come across to score away from the play.
Second base.
Man, I don't think he could have bisected those fielders any better if he tried. Drove that one into the alley for a gapper that'll bring him easily into second base.
The next batter is Alfonso Soriano. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Popped him up. Zunino is there. 1 out.
Now batting, right fielder, Aaron Judge.
Here's big Aaron Judge. 0 for 1, went down looking his first time up.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
Rolled slowly down the third baseline. Reined in. Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first.
Now batting, Labor Torres.
Now to the plate, Labor Torres. Runner in scoring position with Cigar. From the belt, the pitch. Lined hard to center field. And that's in there. Base hit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second.
Boy, you know, in today's game, D-Roll, pitchers are being taught high velocity, go get ahead, strike 1. Boy, that didn't work in that situation.
Yeah, and guys have such put-away pitches, Dan. You don't want to go super deep in the count. Find yourself with 2 strikes on you, and here comes a nasty slider or a nasty split finger. He had an approach right there. He wanted to use an ambush tactic, and it worked.
Luke Voigt is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. Right over the top with that. Curveball, and it's 0-2. 4 runs here in this half inning. Grounder down the line at third. But this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. In the dirt here, and he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Hit on the ground to third. Arenado has it. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So they nearly. So Tampa's batting order turns over and set to go. Leury Garcia as we begin the top of the 4th.
They've gotten a gut punch to start this game. There's no doubt about this, but that's when you have to turn the scoreboards off. Everybody do their job 1 at bat at a time.
Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. Scherzer racked up over 2,300 innings of work on major league mounds, and with an ERA just hovering around the 3.00 benchmark. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold. 0-2.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, Christmas come early for the batter right there. Down 0-2, and he gets a cookie middle cut. The pitcher's lucky he's getting this ball back.
And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop Trevor Story. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. towards second. Fielded cleanly. Torres hit the bag. On to first, and they get the double play.
Boy, that's about as easy as it comes. A chopper, two-hopper turns into a tailor-made 4-6-3 double play.
Here's Joey Gallo now. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that two-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a two-out rally started.
Now the 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2. And that's over. 2-1.
Hey, make no mistake about it, this lineup's going to have to get going and get a little bit more aggressive. This guy's pounding his zone.
Counts even 2-2 to Joey Gallo.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike. And the inning is over. Nothing doing for Tampa. They trail here 4-0. Back with Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, and leading off the inning, the big right-handed slugger, Giancarlo Stanton. First pitch on its way. Giancarlo Stanton is in for the 2nd time here as he looks at one outside. It's 1-0.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down, or he won't be out here very long.
Story scoops it up. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. So 1 down, no one aboard. And that'll bring in the switch hitter, Aaron Hicks. First pitch of the AB on its way. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the 2nd out.
Up
Next for New York, Kyle Higashioka. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Hit hard down the line. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Hit hard back up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. You can relate, Dan. So what's going through the pitcher's mind right now?
Well, man, as we take a look at his line here, he might not know all the specifics, but he knows he hasn't been pitching all that well in this one. Sometimes it happens. You start a game and never completely get into that rhythm. Seems to be the case here.
DJ LeMahieu is in for the 3rd time here as he watches one that misses low. It's a ball and no strikes. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Looped out toward 3rd. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So a good job for him there to bounce back after giving up 4 last time around. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. The Yankees are out in front, 4-0. Here's Nolan Arenado. He'll start off the 5th in this one. First pitch on its way. And a jam shot here as this is sent towards second. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Willy Adames. And the pitch. Fouled off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Adames tends to have more success against right-handed pitching like this than he does against southpaws. Could be a comfort thing. Maybe he just picks up the ball a little better, but that's the book on him at this point. To 1-2 now. is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
You can tell he wants that pitch back. That was a changeup right there that he handled nicely. Just got a hair early on and hooked it foul.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Rays go in order, 1, 2, 3. They're down 4-0. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Gio Urshela.
baseman, number 29.
Now the first pitch. Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Now back, the second baseman, Alfonso.
The next batter is Alfonso Soriano. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Now here's the first offering. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. And he fouls this one off. Here he comes again, 1-2.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
Fastball just inside.
This is exactly the reason why this guy has been so successful and has played this game so long, scrambling pitch after pitch, making this guy work out on the mound.
On to first, and there were 2 down.
The right fielder, number 99, Aaron Judge.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Aaron Judge. Lifetime versus this pitcher. He's 0 for 4. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Adames breaks it in. Throw to first with time to spare, and the side is retired. So the Yanks go 1, 2, 3, but they're in front 4-0. Stepping up to the plate, Mauricio Dubon. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, let's see if he can work a walk, maybe a knock, ground ball with eyes, something. Catch a gap to get this offense going. 2 hits as a team can start demoralizing your confidence. But if he can get on and start some traffic in motion, we might have something.
Here it comes. Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1.
Well, obviously somebody was hooting with the Owls last night. This entire roster, they've showed up for the first game of this road trip and are getting absolutely boat raced.
His eyes lit up on that one above the zone, but he comes up empty. And he looks at a ball, 1-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Line hard deep into left. Stanton is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
The right fielder, number 6.
And stepping in, D. Strange Gordon. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball 1. Count
No
1-0.
runs, 2 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. And
That's
this
it.
one's too
Ball
far
2.
inside. Ball 2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Torres scoops it up. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
Now that the catcher, Gary Sanchez.
Stepping in now, Gary Sanchez. That's a strike to throw down.
safe.
And it skips in as he steals the bag easily. So they still haven't picked up an extra base hit in this one, but that stolen base at least gets him a guy in scoring position.
Yeah, and I think that's exactly what the manager was thinking there, Matt. Hey, if we aren't driving the ball with any authority today, we need to make something happen in a different way. They only need a single to the outfield now to push a run across.
In the dirt, and now let's see. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
The count is 1 and 2.
It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always sitting fastball middle away, and when that slider came out, boy, did it look like a heater for a long time.
And, oh, this one's by him to the backstop. The throw will go to third, and he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Well, he has nobody to blame but himself. With 1 out, a runner on third can come home to score all sorts of ways. That's why, as a pitcher, you have to execute pitches even better when there are runners on base.
A man at third with 1 away. Fouled away. Here's another 2-2. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Stanton on the run. Lays out, and he's got it. A great play for out number 2. And there's a first step in the comeback. The sac fly make this a 4-1 ball game. In now, Leury Garcia. As Scherzer's able to move ahead of him with strike 1. He's got hits in both of his at-bats so far in this one. Swing and a liner. Speared on the dive. The throw. Wow. Defense on display on this beautiful diving stop at short. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Brendan McKay enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 49, Brendan McKay.
Next up will be Gleyber Torres. 2 base hits, both singles to this
The
point.
shortstop, Gleyber.
Outfield shaded a bit to left center. The first pitch.
That's a ball.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
Hey!
A Ball and 2 strikes.
I got the count. 1
Got
and
him
2.
to chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
That's the
Now
ball.
a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
3 and 2.
And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3 and 2.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
Nope, that's ball.
And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Oh, that pitch
Luke
was out.
Voigt is in for the 3rd time as he looks at a ball high. It's 1-0. Torres gets his lead at first, nobody out. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
2 balls and a strike to the Yankees first baseman.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
2 and 2. Just out in front of that one, still 2 and 2. 4 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Line drive to center field. And a dive, but it rattles in and out of the glove.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, are you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, D'Lo. You're so concerned about on the mound trying to get that white ball to that dark brown or black glove that I never really ever turned around to even notice where they were playing. I was concerned about getting the guy out, swinging the bat.
Smoke toward 3rd. One there. Back to first, and they'll take care of Stanton as well. It's a double play.
Oh, that's a rally killer right there. They were in great shape with 2 on and nobody out. But the double play is the last thing you want in that situation. Just a runner at 3rd now, but there's 2 outs.
Into the box, Aaron Hicks, as he swings and grounds it toward the hole. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they'll add 1 more to the lead. It's now a 5-1 ball game.
Boy, that's a big pick-me-up right there. After the ground ball double play, that runner at 3rd could have been stranded big, and I mean big, 2-out base hit.
Yeah, that's what it's all about, picking up your teammates right there. You know, after grounding into a double play, you watch your teammate go back to the dugout dejected, costing his team 2 outs, and you find a way to bail him out. Nice piece of hit.
And it's grounded just foul down the line. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
Get down. 1 and 1.
Now that's popped up. Adames is calling for it. And the inning is over. Judging by this bunch. On to the back 3rd tonight. Stick around on MLB Network. 7th inning ready to roll. And in to hit next, the power hitting shortstop, Trevor Story. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Judge is on the move, but he won't get there. It falls in. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tucked, kept the ice water in his veins and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
Joey Gallo is in for the 3rd time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1. 1-1.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
The 1-1. And it's fouled away. 7th inning here in a 5-1 ball game. Oh, and they pulled a string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight.
That's just a great pitch, both on the call from the catcher and the execution. If he hits it, there's a good chance it turns into a double play ball, but it's also a spot that's going to get a lot of whiffs, too. That's excellent pitching.
And that'll bring in Nolan Arenado as he'll send a ground ball down to 3rd. Reined in on to 1st. It's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. Rays held in check here. They're down here 5-1. Last half of the 7th here, and digging in is the veteran DH, DJ LeMahieu. Now here's the pitch. And there's a swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch to start him out. 0-1.
Great job by the pitcher right there to pull the string. He knew he had an aggressive hitter at the plate, somebody who was sitting on fastball and ready to do damage, and he was able to slow him down right there and get him off balance.
The batter, number 29.
That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela. Hit back up the middle. And that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Chris Archer is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here. So now to the plate, Alfonso Soriano, and he connects with it. This one's hit deep out to left center field. And this will get over the wall, in fact, so just the 1 run will be allowed to score.
Really unfortunate there. Obviously, the runner at second base was going to score easily, but it's possible they could have waved the runner around from first as well. We'll never know, though, as he's forced to hold the runner at third because of the ground rule double.
Here's big Aaron Judge. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. It could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Grounded to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Up next with the Yankees, the shortstop,
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they can get out of this jam, though.
Urshela, the runner at third. Soriano is over at second with 1 down in the inning. And he falls behind 0-2. Archer comes set. Here's the delivery. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball one. Here comes the 1-2. A bouncer up the middle. Story picks it up. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Probably wanted more on that if that with runners in scoring position. But at least he does the job and brings one home. Maybe the next guy can pick up the runner at third now.
At the plate now is Luke Voigt. Runner in scoring position with two gone. First pitch of the AB now. Here's the 0-1. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball one. Hit on the ground out to short. Story brings it in. Throwing the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Yankees 7, the Rays 1. Now to the plate, Willie Adames. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Nah, they just haven't had much of an answer, Matty. They've been off balance and baffled all game. He's got a nice, comfortable lead. You have to think he's going to pound the strike zone. But here, get aggressive.
Line drive to center field, and a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
Hey, after starting the game 0 for 2 with 2 punch-outs, that single had to feel good right there. Nice piece of hit.
So here's Mike Zunino. And that one yanked just foul. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 0-1 delivery. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Stanton has a read on it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Up next for the Rays, Mauricio Dubon. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
Now the 0-1. Fouled off. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right. But what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
At the plate, D. Strange Gordon. Yes, he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Here comes the 0-1. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike.
Wow, this guy's been on top of it today. Pushing the throttle and pulling it when he needs to.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. Scherzer is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. One left for Tampa. They're down 7-1. Of inning number 8 set to go, and standing in is the veteran outfielder Giancarlo Stanton.
Giancarlo.
As he rips it on the ground to second, and that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning.
The center fielder, number 33, Aaron Hicks.
At the plate now, Aaron Hicks. He's right there to second for one. On to first to complete the double play.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
Standing in now, Kyle Higashioka. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at a first pitch fastball for strike 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. And he's got to be more disciplined here. It's 0-2.
I know that feeling. Played 14 years in the big leagues and still can't hit a slider.
1-2 to the Yankees catcher.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Down in order go the Yankees. They're on top 7-1. Digging in will be Gary Sanchez, and he'll lead things off against Max Scherzer. A swing by Sanchez, and this one's soaring out into left field. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run.
Well, they're not there yet, but a solo homer to lead off the inning will do wonders for any team's confidence. We'll see if the next few batters can continue the comeback effort here. Just need to string some good at-bats together now.
Lifted in the air out to center field. Hicks on the move. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Now back.
Trevor Story steps in now. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Cut fastball in there for a called strike.
0-1.
You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in a 0-0 count. They don't like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate the speed, maybe pick up the brake. They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out. And that's 8 strikeouts thus far. To the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Joey Gallo. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. 0-1 the count. And that one cut a little too much. A ball and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And now a good slider that doesn't quite catch the zone. It's 2-1 now. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening. Tampa down to their final strike in this one. Tampa Bay, good night.
Yeah, and sometimes you just need a guy to go out there and battle. It doesn't have to be pretty all the time, but just good enough to get the job done. Well, this guy, he was a heck of a lot better than that. Going the entire 9 innings, saving his bullpen, and getting the win.
And this evening's ends at a 7-2 finish. The New York Yankees led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Max Scherzer earns his first win of the season, turning in a very strong complete game effort. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and Heidi Watney on the field, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
final line score tonight. First for the victorious Yankees, 7 runs on 12 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Rays, 2 runs, 6 hits. No errors. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 17 minutes.